Hello, and welcome to the Hidden Gems Show. This is the show where we interview local business owners from around the world. And I'm your host, Safir Jamal. Today, I'm joined by my friend Savaş, who is joining us from Antalya, Turkey. Hey, Savaş, how's it going?
Hello, hi everyone. It's going well. The weather is really well here, as always. So it's going well. We are in the winter season in Antalya,
Yeah,
and maybe you can see the sunny weather. Also here it's also warm. So I want to make this conservation in the outside. Yes,
awesome.
everything is
Yeah,
cool. Yeah,
I mean, it must be nice to have winter in Antalya where, it doesn't really get too cold, actually, right? It's still very pleasant
yeah,
to
yeah,
be there.
yeah. It's the south part of Turkey, and it's a really good place in the winter season also. And just some days are rainy,
Yeah,
but the temperature is really nice when you compare with other cities in the
yeah,
Turkey. And today is really hot, like
yeah.
17 degrees,
Oh,
degrees something.
what terrible winter weather you must have at 17. That's great, man.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
so Savaş, you and I met when I was in Antalya
yeah,
during the summer, and you were telling me about you have two businesses in Antalya, right? Both of whom are Global Nomad Pass
yes,
partners, and it's two different accommodations properties, right? So why don't you tell us a little bit more about both of those?
yeah, sure. We have two property here. One of them is Hostel. The name of the hostel is Be Bold, and the other one is Villa Italic. It's a kind of apart hotel,
Hmm.
more private for the people. And the names are coming from, there is a motto called like Be Bold or Italic Never Regular. And also we are looking for our third business and we want to put the name of Never Regular. It's a good point. It's a good thing. So yeah, we started
Nice.
with the hostel first and we found a property in Antalya in the city center. Me and my wife are architect, both architect, and we also had a experience about renovations and like buying properties, renovating and selling,
Hmm.
something like that. So after our experiences in Istanbul, we moved to Antalya, which our hometown. Also, we born here,
Hmm.
and we trying to find a place to do business like tourism. And because Antalya is becoming popular also in the world.
Yeah.
It was also in the past like touristic places, but it was just known for the known for citizens. I mean, now it's like global. Everyone want to come and see Antalya and especially Cappadocia and also Istanbul is the most
Hmm.
popular cities. And we chose Antalya because we know the city and we know like locals and it makes us more comfortable when we doing our business. And yeah, we found a good place in the city center and we started renovation. It is just after the pandemic
Okay.
period and so the place also not became popular when we found. And
Hmm.
after we built the hostel, it really became like popular because it's really, the center, the old town,
Yeah.
really close to old town, and people are choosing us because of our location. And in the hostel also, we are trying to do so many activities, and because we also care a lot for our guests, like meeting here each other and have a great time in the old town, and everyone is also happy for it. We are trying to improve ourselves.
Hmm.
So the hostel story is this, and at the same time, when we were just finished the renovation, we
Yeah.
found a second property, and my father's friend called me and asked me like, "Do you want to join? I found a place." And I said, "Okay, like let's do it." It is also in the same region, but the characteristic of the building is not like really hostel, but it
Right.
is a really how can I say, old-fashioned building. The architecture is also really nice over there, as you see and
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that
Exactly.
building, yeah. And we renovate there like also apart hotel.
Hmm.
It is a bit small, some rooms, but it's well designed and it's enough for like center. And yeah, we are trying to run this, the two places at the same time. Yeah,
Hmm.
two of them has different style, and yeah,
Very
that's
cool.
it. So yeah, I can also tell something about Antalya. As you see in the video, this now we are in the 17th January, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
And the winter time is also really nice. It is like as much as hot. I mean, we can also spend time in the outside. Sometimes it is rainy. So people are usually coming here in the summer, and like some autumn is fine. Also in May, it's really popular.
Hmm.
Just in this seasons, many people are not choosing Antalya, maybe because of winter. But I can say that in winter also there is too much things to do here. Because in the good weather you can also spend time in the old town. You can like ride a
Yeah.
bike or you can walk. Also, even last week our guest was swimming in the sea.
Oh, wow.
For example, today I'm pretty sure so many people went to the sea. I mean, for
Yeah.
me, it is hard because I'm not getting I get used to swim
Yeah.
in this weather. But
Of
for
course.
the north countries, Nordic people can
Yeah.
swim in this weather. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, I think it's super interesting that you are from Antalya and you decided to come back
Yeah.
to your hometown and you wanted to, build these businesses there. And I've been to Villa Italic and it's beautiful. I think like you said, the more classic architecture style is really, really nice. And I love what you guys are doing
Yeah.
to, renovate the property, and the nature and the garden elements are really classic and
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
nice. It's a really nice place. I mean, I'm looking forward to coming back to Antalya so I can stay there. And
Yeah.
tell me, Savaş, like, when you were starting Be Bold Hostel, um, why a hostel? Because I have to understand, like in the old town of Antalya, we have a lot of
Yeah.
tourists that are coming through. I personally haven't really seen too many hostel type accommodations. So what was your
Yeah.
vision for why you thought a hostel would do well in particular?
Uh, I can briefly say that when we are looking a place, the
Hmm.
hostel is not our first idea. We were
Okay.
looking for a place for serving accommodation,
Hmm.
and in this accommodation, we want to put a bar or restaurant or cafe, something like that.
Right,
It
right.
will be a mixed business, not just for the people just for staying.
Yeah.
While we were looking for the properties. Uh, I was thinking like property gonna tell me what it want to be. You understand what I
Mm,
mean?
I like that.
So before the hostel,
Yeah.
I also made negotiation with 4 or 5 places, and they weren't be a hostel maybe, but we didn't deal with the owners. And
Hmm.
then after that, we found a hostel, and we also bought the property. And the property exactly told us like, I want to be hostel. We also had experiences before when we were
Okay.
student, and after graduated from university, we also traveled a lot and we stayed in so many hostels. And
Yeah.
we like the vibes, we like the atmosphere in the hostels because
Yeah.
it's really good for solo travelers also. Also
Hmm.
digital nomads also it's really good because you are coming in different city or different country, and it's a really good way to meet with the other people and enjoy in the same time with them.
Absolutely.
So yeah, we built after that we decided okay it will be hostel.
Yeah.
Yeah, we started to designing first like bunks, the common areas, and the gardens,
Hmm.
and yeah. As I told you about Villa Italic also, it is not a hostel, so
Yeah.
Villa Italic told us it will be a part of something.
Aparthotel. Yeah,
Yeah,
very cool. I think a lot of people, maybe even a lot of our viewers who are watching our show, when they hear the word hostel, there's usually this image that comes to mind, mostly of like when they were younger, backpacking travelers going to Europe or Southeast Asia, and they were staying in these,
hmm
accommodations that usually are cheaper, but because they attract a certain younger backpacker type of audience, the association is that, well, it's going to be very loud. You're not going to get good quality sleep.
yeah.
Might not be the safest. Like maybe there's things that get stolen. How do you see hostels in today's day and age, and like particularly with what you've built at Be Bold? Because is it in line with that same type of vision, or have you guys evolved that into something a little bit more, let's say, refined and a little bit different?
Yeah, you are right. Mostly the youngest people are preparing hostels because
Yeah,
they want to have fun, like they want to have party or
yeah,
meet with so many people because they have too much energy, and it is naturally it is their right. So
yeah.
um, in our hostel, yeah, youngest people are coming, but by the way, also like in our age or older people are coming and choosing us. We are trying to keep our hostel not like a party hostel, but at the same time, we have good places in the garden. Also inside, we prepared a like kind of working room, and we are trying to serve all kind of people here. And you know, in the properties, we have to put some rules, and
Yes.
in here also in the hostel, we have so many rules in the garden, in the room, and we are keeping here like tidy, you know, and requesting from the people, please obey the rule, because you know some people are going to sleep early, and some of them are still wanna be in the garden late time. So with these rules and with these our ideas, I think our hostel is for everyone, I can say.
That's great.
Yeah.
Very good. I want to shift the conversation now a little bit to talking a bit more about Turkey as a whole, and in particular Antalya. You know, I've come to Turkey many times. I love the country. I love the culture. I love the food. I love the people. And I've noticed in recent years that there's a lot more interest amongst remote workers and digital nomads to come to Turkey. And you know, a lot of them naturally enter Turkey through Istanbul just because it's a big city. There's amazing connectivity. But as you start to explore different parts of the country, you start to see a lot of differences culturally, you know, geographically as well. What have you seen over the last few years in terms of the type of people that are coming to Antalya, right? Because, you know, I think originally, as you said, it was a lot of tourists, but many of the tourists were coming, they were, you know, kind of going to Lara Beach. They were staying in more of like the resort type of properties on the beach side, not really coming to Kalechi and Old Town. But so the ones that you are seeing now, how would you say that Antalya's visitor makeup has changed, and in particular around digital nomads and remote workers? What are you noticing?
Yeah, I can start from my path. Like I went to Istanbul for university, and I spent like 10 years something in Istanbul. And when we moved there, I can briefly say that we ran away from Istanbul because it was growing too much. It still be like that, and it makes us so how can I say? It's getting like hard to live there. Our region was nice, but even when we were going to work, we were spending too much time in the traffic jam, and also in the weekends also when we were going to a place, it makes us really uncomfortable. So that's why we wanted to move to Antalya. There is a word like from Atatürk, like it's the heaven of the world. At the same time, you can swim, and in the same day, you can also go to the mountains and you can do like snowboarding.
Right.
Because the weather also, the topography also giving you these advantages for you.
Yeah.
So for the people here, the city is growing really. How can I say? It's growing speed. How can I say? Please help me.
Fast. Just very rapidly.
Yeah. Because of that, it's also having some problems because our municipality, I think, didn't expecting the growing fastly. Because I can say that our transportation, for example, transportation is not very well because of this reason. But even if you are living in the center, I mean, around Old Town or in Konyaaltı region, you don't need, especially in transportation. You can use your bike. Yeah, you can walk everywhere. And I can say so many people are now coming to Antalya because of the first reason is, I think, the weather. And the second reason is good type of people here. I mean, when you go out and walk, you can see the people, and it makes you comfortable, and you can easily enjoy and meet with the other people, and you can find so many activities in the city, like cinemas, theaters, and also sport activities in summer and in the winter also. And if you want to go mountains, you can go like Olympus or Kars, or you can go, if you want to go the east part, there are also like kind of big small towns. So many ancient cities around Antalya, and it's still many things to do.
Right.
And yeah, that's why people are really wanting to come here. We
Yeah.
are also thinking about our third business, maybe caravan hostel. I'm just planning, like dreaming about
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
business. It can be in Antalya also, like near the mountains, close to Likin Way. Maybe you heard about that Likin
Okay.
Way.
I don't think so.
People are. Uh, it is really ancient. How can I say, walking path,
Ah. Okay.
and it is starting from Fethiye, like east
Uh-huh.
part of Turkey,
Yeah.
and it is ending in the Antalya. And
Okay.
people are
Wow.
walking, like climbing, something like that. It's really
Wow. Okay.
popular for
Very cool.
the people who are interested in trekking.
Yes.
So yeah,
Very
it
nice.
still
Wow. Okay.
has Antalya still has so many opportunities to explore around.
Yeah. So you see, in 5 years, 10 years, Antalya is going to keep growing. More people are going to keep coming there. You're
Yeah,
seeing that
yeah, sure,
that's going to continue. Yeah.
sure. Because we need to do. I mean, we have to improve ourselves, especially the municipality and the
Yes.
local businesses,
Yeah.
because we need to catch the global, and we have too many things here to serve and to show
Yeah.
the people from other
Of
countries.
course.
Because
Absolutely.
there are so many things to do here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wonderful. And
I can say.
and my last question on this is, how do local Turkish people feel about all of the foreigners that are coming to Antalya?
I think they're really happy because Antalya means it's like tourism. Our main Antalya's main business is tourism. It's
Hmm.
not just us. Like there are so many big hotels here,
Yeah.
like 5-star, 7-star hotels. So
Hmm.
uh, the, the city is earning its money from the tourism. So we have to
Yeah.
care a lot for business, and it is really important for them. And all locals also, like small business, also related with the tourism. If
Yeah.
there is no tourism, everyone, every business getting
Of
lost,
course.
the income.
Yeah.
So everyone has to care, and everyone is also thinking their business improve related with the tourism. I mean, so yeah,
Yeah, no, I
I
mean
can
it
say
makes
that.
so it makes total sense. It's Antalya is a tourism city, right? I spent a lot of
Yeah,
time in Istanbul, that everyone in Istanbul says, like Istanbul is a business city, Antalya is a tourism city, right? And so it's just interesting to see
yeah,
that
yeah,
it's the economic engine of the city. So you need tourism, which means that people's attitudes are very welcoming towards foreigners and towards international people. They want you to come to Antalya. They want you to enjoy the time here, see the different sites and all the historical
yeah,
elements, the nature, everything you're talking about. And especially in the case of remote workers and digital nomads, it's a perfect place for you to be because there's so much to do that you're not bored. The internet speeds are good. The weather is great. So we're seeing more of that community
yeah,
start to
sure,
build as well. Awesome.
yeah, yeah.
Well, this is great, Savash. I really appreciate you coming on the show and for sharing
I
some of
thank
the
you
insights
for
with us.
yeah,
Yeah,
thank you
and
for you giving me this opportunity also.
of course.
Really, I am inviting also briefly to do some people to here, and
Yeah,
they will also have fun here. They will uh, be happy for when they see the nature, when they see our mountains, like the old town. Also, yeah, Antalya is not just an old town. I mean, as I told you, there are so many
yeah,
ancient
the whole
cities
area.
also
Yeah,
around the whole area. Also, I
absolutely.
heard about in the world the number of the ancient city is the highest number in Antalya. I heard
Oh
something like
wow.
that. I mean,
Oh wow.
more than Rome also.
Wow.
But if you ask, like, are we are we caring a lot for this? No, it's because of our lack of the government or municipality,
Yeah,
I can say.
yeah,
But we are trying to improve also because we have to do that. And
yeah,
there are
yeah.
heritage and there are really lovely places, I mean, around here.
Yeah, no, I mean, even just walking around, you see like, Hadrian's Gate, and you see all these different elements that you're like, wow, like there's so much history and culture here that many people didn't even know
Yeah,
until they came to Antalya, right? So I totally see that. And, hopefully the the sites get preserved well enough and more people come and they're more interested in that.
yeah,
But that's, like you said, it's a small part of what everything else in Antalya has to offer. And there's kind of the perfect mix there. So no, I mean, I'm definitely gonna come back to Antalya this year, and looking forward to
yeah, sure.
staying at one of your properties and for us to catch up again. But yeah, Savash, really appreciate you coming on the show. Thank you so much. And
You're
for all of our
welcome.
viewers, definitely make sure that Antalya is on your radar as a new destination for you to go and check out. And we'll chat
Yeah.
with you soon, Savaş. Take care. Thanks again.
Yeah, thank you. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye.